Hello and welcome to Learning Factory. In this tutorial, we are going to see how to get data from a series in Pandas. So let's get started. So let's first import Pandas as PD. So we are importing the Pandas libraries. Now to manipulate upon the series, what we need to do is we need to create the series first. So let's create the series. So let's have the list say values wherein we'll be having some names of the countries. So say India, then say Canada, then Australia, then say Japan, then say Germany, and say France. So we are having a list with 6 countries, and let's create one more list in which we'll be storing the codes or the acronyms for these countries. So India, the label is IND. For Canada, it is CAN. So for Australia, it is AUS. For Japan, it is JAP. For Germany, it is GER. And for France, it is FRA. Right? So this is how we have created 2 lists. Now, values list will be used to store the values in the series, and code will be utilized as the index for the series. So now let's create the series. Series 1 equal to pd.series, and let's provide values and index is equal to code, right? And let's try to print this series 1 so that we can visualize the series that we have created. So see here, we have created the series. So these codes are the indices and the values are the names of the countries that we have. Now, if we are having the series ready with us, what we need to do is we need to retrieve the data from the series. So to retrieve the data, first few rows of series, we are having a function or the method available, that is head. Okay, so how we are going to extract first 5 rows? So whenever we are using this head method, by default first 5 rows from the series are being returned, right? So let's try to get first 5 rows from the series. So print series 1 dot head, right, without any argument. So let's see what we are getting. See here, overall we are having 6 entries, 6 elements in the series, and using this head method we are able to see here first 5 rows in the series. Okay, now if we would like to provide the number of rows those we would like to get from the series, then we can provide the argument for this function head. So let's see now how we can do that. So print series 1 head, and if we would like to extract only first 2 rows from the series, we'll be writing head, and in parenthesis we'll be providing the value 2. So it will provide us first 2 rows in the series. So see here what we are getting: the first row India and the second row Canada, right, with the respective index values you are visualizing here. Okay, now let's see how to get last few rows from the series. So if we would like to get the rows from last, then instead of head function we may use the tail function. So by default this tail function will provide us the last 5 rows, right? So if we provide, if we use this function tail without any parameter, then this will provide us last 5 rows, right? So series 1.tel will provide us last 5 rows, right? So first was India, right? So we are not having here India. We are having total 6 entries. Out of those, last 5 entries are being shown here. Okay. So this tel function by default helps us to get last 5 rows. Okay. Now, if we provide the tel function with some value, then if we want to get last 2 rows, then what we can do is we can use this tail function with the value 2, right? So the parameter or the argument that we are providing to this function is 2. This means that we want to get last 2 rows, okay, from the series. So last 2 rows, these are last 2 values, France and Germany. Okay. Now, if we want to get the specified rows from the series, okay, then what to do? So let's first see here what this series 1 is giving us. Okay, so this is the series wherein we are having 6 entries and the index values are being provided and the series values are also provided. So now let us assume that we would like to extract certain elements from the series. So what we can do is we can use the function that is known as take. Okay, so we are having the function that is take, which we can use to extract the specified rows, okay, or the specified data from the series. So let us assume that we would like to extract second, fourth and fifth element. Second, fourth and fifth element. So what is second element? So overall we are having 6 values. The index value starts, or rather the index starts from 0, right? So India is at position 0, Canada is 1, Australia is 2, Japan is 3, Germany is 4 and France is 5. So let us assume that we would like to extract second, fourth and fifth data element, or let us assume that we would like to extract Australia, Germany and France. Australia, Germany and France. So what we will be providing here, we will be providing the index. So Australia is 0, 1, 2. So second, then we want to extract Germany. So it is fourth. Okay, and France, that is fifth index, right? So if we provide the index for the required element, then it would be possible for us to get that data, right? So let's see the result now. So this is the entire list, and if we use this take, okay, then what we are getting is the second, so 0, 1, 2, that is the second element Australia, fourth element that is Germany and fifth element that is France, right? So this is how it is possible to get specified rows from the series. So I hope you must have understood what we did. So that's all with this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching and wish you happy learning. Please subscribe this channel and click on the bell icon so that we can reach out to you whenever any new videos are being posted. Thank you.